What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to be taking a look at Adam Warlock in PvP. I thought we'd start out with PvP instead of PvE because I do kind of plan on going all out for him as far as PvE content is concerned. I do think he's going to be a very, very well-rounded character. Now, before we get into this video, guys, when it comes to PvP, something to note about my setup is that my account's really built more for PvE. I only have 14% HP. So your Adam Warlock, like if you got, 30%, 40%, or even more HP, obviously your Adam or any other character in PvP is going to perform a little bit better because you're going to have more survivability. You're actually going to have more HP. The heal that he gives himself, the 20% recovery, is actually going to be a bigger heal. And speaking of heals, I don't really think that Adam really needs his artifact. His artifact gives him an unlimited heal, just like Wolverine, and it's going to make him better, but I don't think he needs it. And I'm actually really glad that Netmarble didn't give him an artifact that he absolutely needs. He's actually really solid at PvP. Is he going to be a top tier character? Well, I don't think so. I think he's very good, but is he great? I don't know yet. I mean, I still think that I need to work with him a little bit, but I mean, considering this guy's cost, being that he's a native tier 2, being that you got to pay crystals for him, it's a lot more resources to level up his uniform. Those are the things that you really need to take a look at as far as whether or not you think he's worth it. So you guys can watch today's video as far as PvP is concerned, and let me know what you think in the comments. But he has 54,900 energy attack. He has terrible stats, guys. His critical damage is only at 140%. That is terrible, right? So he's not going to be hitting very hard. Now, his ignore defense is pretty much maxed out at 49.46%, and his cooldown is maxed out, right? His dodge is actually at 55%, which does help his survivability a little bit. And as far as Urus, I don't really have a lot on my boy here. I just got a couple ignore defense Urus, and then I got some 6-star energy attack Urus. So if I put some HP or Urus on him, it actually would make him a lot better for PvP. However, since I'm going to be playing him in PvE, I didn't want to put those Urus on him. I thought I'd just save that for another time. Well, actually, I just rather just put some other Urus on him because on my account, I don't play AC. He's definitely going to be solid in AC. I just, don't think I'm going to be using him in PvP, to be perfectly frank with you guys. I might, but I just don't think I will. I think there's other characters that are actually, I think better, really, and cheaper to build than Adam Warlock. But we'll get into that here in a little more in a second. Now, as far as the skills, his tier 3 doesn't really have nothing special, right? It's just got the increase all attacks, got the all defense down, which would be really good for PvP, but all this extra penetration that they gave him really does help. And he has it no matter what skill he uses. That's what's awesome about this, right? Similar to Doom and Strife. Then he's got decreased damage received by 25%. Now, whenever he's facing someone like Spider-Man, this actually gets negated. So that is something to keep in mind. Plus, Spider-Man has a type advantage against Adam, which isn't good for Adam. The two skill isn't pretty insane skill because it has the ignore iframe. This skill is godly in PvP. It's got the heal. It does insanity as far as damage. Like, he can literally one-shot characters with the second skill. The third skill gives him the accumulation, which is definitely nice for damage, and the 6x invincibility is really good as long as they're not using penetration, although most characters in PvP these days are using penetration. He has immunity on the 4th skill here, right? And then the 5th skill, he has all attack buff. This 5th skill is actually very vicious as well in PvP. It does a lot of damage. It can one-shot opponents. And then he's got a revive. And this is another big reason why he's actually really good in PvP, because now that he has ignore iframe, now that he's a lot stronger, and he's got a revive, it gives him a second chance to actually get it done and do some serious damage, because all your skills are going to be on cooldown after that revive for sure. So that's really, really nice. And then his leadership, 60% increase of energy defense, which we're not actually going to be using. He does have a fully awakened Power of Angry Hawk set, and for the Obelisk, I opted to go for a regular CTP of regeneration to give him that extra HP. And because he already has native penetration, you don't have to worry about putting a CTP of destruction on him, right? He's already got guard break immunity, so I mean, he really doesn't even need the guard break immunity from the CTP of regeneration. You could actually give him a double HP Obelisk with invincibility and just use that, or a double HP Obelisk with recovery on it. That would actually be really good as well, because he doesn't need guard break immunity. This is something that's actually pretty awesome about Adam, is that I don't think you really need to put a CTP on him. I don't think you actually need it. And my Obelisk isn't a perfectly rolled one. I mean, it does have 30% max HP, which is nice. But when you look at the max stats, 34% HP. So my HP is actually really good, right? But you get the maximum 10% recovery of max HP, whereas I got an 8% recovery of max HP. The uniform is at Mythic, and as far as his uniform options, you can see we got Punisher, which is bad. You got Thanos, which, I mean, it's not really good anymore, although a lot of players are going to have it. You got Cyclops, that's actually a good one. A lot of players are going to have that one. And then you got Gwenom, or Spider-Gwen. It's okay, right? And then you got the last one, which is Luna Snow in her newest uniform. So a lot of players might have that as well. So it's not too bad. So the uniform options are fairly okay. Now, as far as the PvP team that we're going to be running with, we're actually going to be using this team right here. Now, you know, in PvP, guys, depending on who you're facing, really depends on whether a team like this is going to work for you or not. If you're facing against superheroes, this is a really good team because Hela's going to give that nice 60% increase of energy tech, leadership to Adam Warlock, and that is massive for the character. Let me look at something really quick here. Also, Adam does have a debuff on his second skill, which is another reason why that second skill is so powerful. And you don't have to use him like, say, with someone like Wasp, which is really, really good because he already has a native remove all debuff. If you were using someone like Wasp, maybe it would be better. I mean, he's already got decreased damage received by 25%. And then along with Hela's uniform from heroes, he's actually going to get an increased damage to superheroes by 50%. Right? And along with her 60% increase of energy tag, it makes him really good against superheroes. And then a decreased damage received from superheroes by 30% here. And then, of course, Colossus with the decreased damage received by 50% against superheroes or super villains. So we'll just jump into and take on some random teams in Timeline to see how good he does here. So we are in Vibranium, and let me see who's in the top team. Now, this is a good one to show, guys, because we got Doom, Spider-Man, and Emma. And I really feel when it comes to Adam Warlock, Emma and Spider-Man are kind of like Warlock's Achilles heel. I mean, Emma has that decreased damage received by 85%. She's super tanky and hard to take down for Adam sometimes. And Spider-Man, he's just so good with his ignore iframe. The fact that he's got a type advantage against Adam, I mean, he just murders him, right? And again, this isn't the best team against Doom, but as you guys saw, Warlock did take down Doom one time right there, right? And this is against the best team. And Adam won again. And Adam, you pretty much collapsed sentries over and over and over. But against Spider-Man, yeah, I mean, Spider-Man negates, you know, a lot of that decreased damage received. And he's got the type advantage. So it's like, Spider-Man is definitely, I don't think, a really good character for Adam to go up against. He's extremely hard to deal with. And really, I think Emma is also kind of a pain in the butt. So here we got a team with Sentry and Doom. We'll take on these guys and see how we do right here, right? And, you know, from the testing that I've done, Adam claps sentries over and over and over. He pretty much murders sentries like they're nothing. Usually. See, I mean, it's just, once he does that second skill, it is over. He does the second skill. Oh, he didn't get him that time. Oh, he got clapped. He got clapped. Okay. And this is a sentry with a reforged CTP. Right? And boom. Like I said, man, Adam really, he messes up sentries. Like, he pretty much beats them almost all the time. Now, Doom, since Doom's got that revive, you know, Adam will get the first kill. Let's see if he gets the second kill. Right? And remember, my team's centered more around going against heroes, but it's still a really good team because he's already got the remove all debuff. I mean, and he won, guys. He beat the second best team in Vibranium. So, I mean, he is solid. He's really, really good in PvP. I mean, he's pretty damn solid. So here's another Spider-Man, right? I kind of want him to show what he does against Emma, actually. But I'll show you this run right here. You know, my Hela's just tier 2. She's not going to do anything. And boom, guys. I mean, Adam's, he's pretty quality. Doom's fist skill gets him a bit sometimes. That thing's got an insane amount of AoE. And boom, right? And he lost against Doom, right? So, like, against Doom, Adam does seem to have some problems, but it's not, like, it's like a 50-50 deal. It's like 50-50 against Doom. You know, 50% of the time he'll win, 50% of the time he'll lose. I'm kind of looking for, well, here. Well, no. I'm trying to find a team with Emma here. So here's a team with a Sentry that's got, you know, Hella's lead. So he's going to be really good against heroes, right? Let's try this one here and see how we do. You know, and I'm doing this live, guys, and just off the cuff. And, you know, these aren't no pre-recorded videos. Obviously, if I was playing on manual, he would do a lot better. But on auto, I mean, she had that undead passive. Wow, not bad. Slaughtered her. And Sentry's going to have all the skills available to him right now. Got a reforged CTP, and boom, he's dead. Dead. I mean, Adam claps Sentries so pretty easily for the most part. Like, it's 9 times out of 10, Adam will beat Sentries over and over and over. I really want to kind of find an Emma team if I can. I don't know if we got one around here. Like, you know, Sentry everywhere. Spider-Man's everywhere. Spider-Man's a huge Achilles heel. So here's a team with Spider-Man and Wolverine. Now, against Wolverine and against Shang-Chi or Gilgamesh, Adam claps them characters too for the most part because he actually has a type advantage. He actually does really, really well against them. I don't know about a Wolverine with the undead passive. Maybe that'd be a different story because it gave Wolverine some time to whoop up on Adam. But Spider-Man, like, I'm a little scared right now because, I mean, like I said, Spider-Man can clap Adams, man, big time. But sometimes Adam gets the kill, right? And now this has actually worked out really good because now we get to see how well Adam will perform against Wolverine. And he clapped him, right? He didn't have the undead passive on him. He clapped him, right? And he usually does against combat types, like Gilgamesh and Shang-Chi. He pretty much claps them, man. He just does super, super well. He's going to have a higher decreased damage received against those characters. Let me see here. Again, I'm just trying to look for a team with Emma, but unfortunately, we don't have any teams with Emma, which kind of sucks. Nobody's using them. So here's a team with Gilgamesh and Doom. Let's see how we perform here, right? Like I said, Doom's kind of like 50-50 with Adams. Like 50% of the time he'll win, 50% of the time he loses against Doom. I mean, Doom's he's just awesome, man. He's a really tough character to deal with. But Adam can take him out, as you guys see. I mean, he really can. But Doom's lingering effect from his fist skill can usually kill Adam over and over and over. So it's something else to keep in mind. Luckily, like Doom, Adam does have a revive. And there he got the kill. So here we're facing Gilgamesh. There's that second skill. And boom, like I said, guys, when it comes to the combat characters, Adam F's them up. He absolutely claps them. He completely destroys them like they're nothing. I mean, he is a very, very good PvP character. I mean, he really is no joke. Do I think he's a top tier character? I mean, other than facing against Emma and Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man, I would say he's very solid. He's very, very good in PvP. Is he worth the cost? All the crystals that you got to spend on the character, I mean, that's completely up to you guys, man. Remember, my account only has 14% HP. If I had more HP, he would do even better. So that is something to keep in mind. You know, I feel like sometimes with PvP runs, I can't really give a good accurate representation of how good characters are because I don't really have a lot of HP on my account, right? If I did, they would be even better. His survivability would go up so much more whenever he would do his second skill and get this heal. He would heal for even more because 20% of a higher heal would be an even bigger heal. But he really is a godly character in PvP. He does so well. And I will be testing him in PvE because I actually think he's very good there as well. I think he's like one of those characters that's going to be like very, very good and an all-rounded character in all game modes, but I don't know if he's going to be like the top tier, the best. But honestly, taking down Dooms and taking down Sentries left and right, and all like Gilgamesh and Wolverines, and all these characters, and even sometimes Spider-Man, I mean, that definitely says something about his PvP potential. I mean, he's definitely solid, and he definitely is a character that you can use in timeline, right? He's not relegated to just AC. You can use this character in timeline and actually get it done quite well with him, especially if you're manually playing him. If you're manually playing him, he's going to be a godsend in PvP. He really will. You'll get wins over and over and over if you're manually playing him. It's just most players usually just do the auto thing, similar to myself. So that's what I showed you guys today. And I'm thinking about slapping a CTP or a mighty CTP of energy on him because he actually plays super, super well with a proc. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. And let me know what y'all think about Adam Warlock. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.